Okay.
For your cast of the Why So Serious show on BladesRadioOnline.com.
It is Monday, and it is time for the Why So Serious show. I'm Jesse Morrison, joined alongside senior correspondent Matt Kling, Mallory Schnell, and Jeremy Schnell. And we have today, for the first time ever on our show, Chris Fahrendorf. He is extremely funny, so get ready for that. But last week,
You're giving him like way too much pressure.
he'll be.
Don't hype me up too much, Jesse.
He'll be fine. But so last week we had a very interesting read of WAP by Cardi B on the Ben Shapiro show, or whatever he calls it. And somebody on YouTube was genius about it, and they remixed it with the actual beats behind it. So we're gonna start off the show with a little bit of WAP by Ben Shapiro.
Horses in this house. There's some horses in this house. There's some horses in this house. There's some horses in this house. I said certified.
Jeremy looks entertained.
Make that
All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it, so.
You couldn't hear it?
I could hear parts of it.
Yeah, it Zoom, you know.
That was such a like a really good, I felt like, funny way to start the show, and then everybody just doesn't, you got to get your co-host to buy into jokes, and therefore when everybody just sits there with a frown on their face, and then I'm the only one laughing,
your joke.
then it just
No.
It's
No,
your
let me-
jokes in particular, Jesse.
Let me tell you why I'm smiling.
what?
It's because this old conservative that I followed, that he follows everyone that works at my station, so I follow him back, and his tweets are funny sometimes. This was his tweet about an hour ago. Cardi B talking to Joe Biden, ? That was so funny. Her new song is WAP. The real 3 words are too dirty for me to type on here. Google it yourself. I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, Ben Shapiro's he said P word.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Instead of the real word, so it's good, right? It's okay for the show.
Yeah, but again, Google it yourself if you want to know. If you have not figured out what the WAP means in the Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion song that is it number 1 on Billboard? Let me check out.
It's number 1 on iTunes sales.
I only care about the Billboard Hot 100, and last I checked, Taylor Swift was topping it. And of course, WAP is number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Number 1 played song on TikTok.
Certified freak, 7 days a week. No, nobody else. No, okay, all right, no.
So
Matt, you had some very exciting news for the second week in a row.
Yeah, and I want to do this now as an experiment as well to see if this can continue on. So last week I told you about Hannah Ann, the great winner of The Bachelor that didn't win. That
nobody won other than, I guess, Kelly.
Yeah, she won. She didn't keep him. She dumped his butt, and is living a single modeling life in LA, just chilling. So she posts a couple pictures. Yeah, well, it's a picture and a GIF. Her caption is "Always top your OOTD, your outfit of the day, with a smile. Your smile shows confidence in your choices, your achievements, and even your failures." And she goes on to promote a bracelet that she's wearing. Here's a picture. If you can kind of see, I know that my ring light's a little bit in the way, but there's.
All right, let's get. What's the point of this?
The point of it is, I commented, "A smile makes everything better," with an exclamation point, and she liked the comment.
Yes, let's go.
Okay,
so
we're getting closer.
You might as well just ask her for a number already.
So here's the next question that I want you guys your input on, because I want to do this as a social experiment by the end of the show, because the show will run about an hour and a half, whatnot. So 2 hours ago, she posted a reel of her. Here, I'll just show it to you now. It's her. She's
version of
drinking
TikTok.
something. It's called a popped or a poppy. Her caption is fresh air, oceans, picnics, sunset. Just a few things to be grateful for.
So you're thinking
Captions
about
are
swiping
so
up.
cheesy.
So you're thinking
So-
about swiping up.
I'm thinking of leaving a comment. So one, what comment do I make on a
What's the
picture?
caption again?
Sounds
Fresh
like something we
air,
need to take to the poll.
Oceans, picnic. No, fresh air, ocean, picnics, sunsets. Just a few things to be grateful for. So what?
I'll take that. You gotta say, I'll take you on a picnic.
No. We're
Yeah,
still-
Mallory, I like the change in attitude.
No,
Winky
we're
face.
keeping it. We're keeping it G-rated. So
Winky face.
What? That's not G-rated? That's like an old-fashioned date.
I live in
Date you
Las
would see in,
Vegas.
like,
He
some
lives in
old
Malibu.
So go to
Like a
Malibu.
3-hour drive.
Yeah.
Like a
I'm not
6-hour
gonna
drive,
like
but
on-
okay.
I'm not going to get her to like my comment that says I'm going to take you on a date because that's just creepy. She might block my account. So I'm just a
Why don't
generic.
you just comment your number? You've already posted on Twitter.
No, that was Matt to Matt with Alec Hendon show.
Yeah, somewhere on Twitter, your number is still there unless you deleted it.
It's still there. So
Maybe just something about, pretty views. I don't know, like it's the ocean. The
Two pretty
Compliment her
views.
eyes.
I'm gonna put that is such a pretty view.
Yes. That's a good one.
she'll probably just like your comment.
And so here's the thing. So I'm doing it now, but when we go to polls at the end of the show, I'm going to double check my Instagram and see if she liked the comment.
By the way, an update on the way we're doing polls. Matt had this idea, and then one of our listeners also told us that
our one listener.
no, we have more than just one listener. Some of our shows have gotten 250 views.
Our one listener.
Okay. But
The
this
listener that listens to the one listener that listens to the entire show.
okay, yeah. She said that
He or she.
we need to well, no, it's a she.
I'm
It's-
anonymous.
So my mom said,
Okay, all right, there we go. So Stacy Schnell said that we need to do the polls from previous episodes on the show
On
that
the
we're
current-
doing
yeah.
polls.
Yeah.
So
So the previous, so the polls that were rattled off, that were directed during the previous show, and all the times between the taping of
Yes,
the previous
yes.
show
So-
and the taping of the current show.
yes. So today what we'll do is all the polls from today are okay because we did them like way early in today. So we're cool.
We'll still read each poll that we do though.
Yeah, as
Like-
preliminary result.
Like the results as of right now, and then we'll read the final results.
All right, now it's very confusing. All right.
So I'm just gonna read whatever poll I feel like reading, and that's that, and that's nice and simple, and be kind to one another.
Well, Mallory had a situation over the weekend.
how do we have to talk about this?
What? No, I just want to give my advice, and I think we all have advice for what you should do in this situation.
Don't bring your own shampoo to a hotel.
Number one, you use the hotel shampoo when you're at the hotel. Mallory lost her shampoo, by the way.
No, they're still looking for it, okay?
Apparently, they're still looking for
They
it.
threw them away. You know it.
Either threw them away, or you see $80 shampoo, you go grab the $80 shampoo.
I wouldn't know the
Who
difference.
would pay $80 for shampoo?
Well,
And conditioner.
Mallory,
They're like this big.
yeah,
And,
they're very special. They're specialty. Like we don't know how much shampoo actually costs because we're guys.
We also don't know how much girls have to put into their hair to keep it up.
Yeah, but I think the solution to this is Mallory just needs to buy 2-in-1
Yeah.
Suave. Am I right, Jeremy? Like I don't
100%. No, like I don't understand why people they need to get the 2-in-1. 2-in-1 saves lives.
well, because I need like a certain hair product because I got a hair like treatment. a few weeks ago. So the special hair products keeps the color in, keeps the treatment in.
So
and
what you're telling me is you haven't washed your hair in a couple days.
no, I washed my hair this morning for your information because I had one bottle here that I left in
Keep this on the
Arizona.
down low. This just stays with the
Yeah,
audience.
don't tell the Weston that I do have an
Don't
extra
tell the
bottle.
Weston.
The Weston woke me up at 8 a.m.
Weston,
this morning.
Phoenix, we're calling you out here on the show.
Weston,
Give Mallory your shampoo back.
Chris,
should I call them? Should I call them on the show now? That'd be funny. But they called me this morning to ask what the price of the shampoo and conditioner are because they're filing a claim with the head of security and the head of housekeeping.
Oh my gosh.
Chris, what did Mallory do?
I'd be willing to bet $100 that they don't find your shampoo. Personally,
and conditioner, 2 bottles.
I didn't realize it was 2. That
Yep.
changes the story. Personally, I'd recommend the 2-in-1 as well. I feel like it's a staple in most, male
For
households.
guys. But not for
Oh,
girls.
women can use it too.
Yeah,
Put it on the
Chris,
poll.
what about the 3-in-1 though? The body wash, shampoo, and conditioner.
Ew.
Wow.
3-in-1 is legendary. I'm not sure if any of you
I
guys.
haven't used 2-in-1 since freshman year of college.
What have you been using?
Body soap, hair shampoo, like
You know what else works? Because the 2-in-1 is also just a scam. You can just use shampoo on your body and it works.
no.
Yeah, it works
I've
fine. It's still
never done
soap. It still cleans you. It's fine.
It has different chemicals in it, Jesse.
Yeah, but it works. Do I feel clean? Do I smell good? Yeah, it's fine.
Look, there are many things that are dividing Americans right now, mainly politics, sports teams, whatever. But I feel the real division is that no 10 people will say they have the same hair routine for their shampoo. I buy Suave shampoo and Suave conditioner for $1 a piece, and I use that, and I mix them together to wash.
Wow.
Wait, you use conditioner?
Yeah.
Not all guys. I don't use conditioner.
You see again, this is something that this is more dividing. Put this on the poll. Is hair routine more dividing to this country than politics? Because I swear it is.
Mallory, also put it on the poll. Is it okay to use shampoo as body wash?
So stupid. I need I need another female voice on this show to back me up here.
Get another female voice.
Bring your
on
roommate on. Is she home?
I don't want to bother.
I have one thing to add really quick. While we were talking about the shampoo, I looked up Poppy, the drink's official website, Matt. Have
Yeah.
you looked that up yet?
I have not.
For the watermelon drink that Hannah Ann is drinking in her reel, their caption for their advertisement on their website for the drink is, "You'll lose your rind over it." So I think your comment should be, "I'm losing my
I've
rind.
already commented and I'm not checking my phone.
Oh,
I'm losing my rind right now."
Next time she posts it, because I'm sure she has she's gonna do 6 posts with it because she's probably a spokesmodel. She's probably getting paid for this because Hannah Ann is a model, if we can remember that. She's in Chris Lane's music video.
Senior correspondent Matt Kling's appearances on the Why So Serious show are funded partly by Bubbly sparkling water.
No, it's
This-
Buble.
Tastes,
no. Hashtag not ad. No ad. No ad.
not ad, but
No
this
ad.
stuff tastes like Sprite.
Yeah.
This lime bubbly.
No, I want ads. I want people.
I want to. So wait, but I want to know how much that bottle that she's holding is. How much is it? At a grocery store or something. Where can you get it? How much you paying for it? Is it a scam?
A 12 count of them. One sec, I just added to my cart. I just got to figure out how to.
By the way, no Shane Baklata today on the show.
A 12 pack of watermelon poppy is $36.
What?
I swear. Look it
What
up.
is it? What even is it? Is it just sparkling water? Is it alcohol? Is it another one of these seltzers? Which, by the way, are going crazy. It's good, but does everyone need to get involved in the seltzer thing?
Is what you're saying is there a shortage in
In case you're wondering, that's $3 a bottle.
Jeremy
Is there
really
a
has to do
shortage
that
of White
math.
Claws in Tempe right
No,
now?
I'm just saying White Claw, like all it is it's literally
we know.
alcoholic water with carbonation. That's all it is. It's okay. It's good, but like there's much better drinks to have than like White Claw or Truly or Corona hard seltzer or Bud Light hard seltzer.
So Poppy's main thing about why it costs so much more money is because it's partially made with apple cider vinegar. So they say it helps lower cholesterol, promotes weight loss, naturally detoxifies, stabilizes blood sugar, blah, blah, blah. So that's their reasoning for pricing at $36 for a 12 count.
That sounds like
$3 a bottle.
ingredients in shampoo.
Wait, hold on, Jesse. ASMR.
Ugh.
But
Alex, where's the other poll you were supposed to put on?
does Hannah Ann have a discount code that we can use?
I want to try this stuff.
Don't worry, I'm not.
I might buy them.
Hold on. Okay. Now you're forcing me to go back on Instagram. First, I'll check if I got a comment like. I did not yet.
She has no code. I just checked. Double check for me, Matt.
Wow, so she's literally just promoting it for her own financial benefit.
She's being, yeah, and there's a whole video of her doing a poppy wasting. She should say poppy tasting.
So she made a typo?
It has to be.
Mallory, did you put that other poll on? I forget which one it was.
Politics one?
Yeah, more divisive, politics or hair care?
Yeah, because hair care is a lot more.
Since
like
there's
most people will go to the same barber or hair salon or Supercuts or Great Clips or something.
Oh yeah, Jeremy goes to Great Clips, or he used to.
I don't go there anymore.
I go to Great Clips.
The person that used to cut my hair all the time at Great Clips, she moved and got her own station at a different salon in town. So I go and get my hair done at her station.
Yeah, she did. She cut my hair. It was a really good haircut. But the best place is V's downtown Phoenix.
I go to V's as well.
V's is great. It's like $30 for a haircut, but it's okay. Mallory's
Shout out hair design.
Mallory's probably like $30 for a haircut. We spend $65.
Way more than that. It's way more than that.
Do you want to know how much? I don't know if I should say how much it.
Hair design. Everybody, shout out hair design.
Yeah. How much? What code can we use to get a better haircut at Miami's Hair Design?
No, it's Helena's hair design.
No, I go to Frenzy Salon in Pembroke Pines, Florida. I'm not gonna say how much it costs, just because.
Say it's between something and another something.
No, that's still it's still bad.
It's between $400 to $600.
Holy smokes.
It's hair.
Yeah, girls.
Wow. Okay, sports. UFC 252. Jeremy, your guy Sugar Sean, he kind of
Listen,
on his own.
I'm telling you, it's because he didn't talk to me on the phone last week. Prove me wrong. The last two fights that he's had. What was the common denominator? What was the common denominator?
Talked to you after his last fight. He didn't even talk to you before his last fight. He talked to you after his last.
It was before his last fight. No, wait, it was after.
No, it was after his last fight. Get out of here. All right. Well, Sugar Sean lost, and it was sad.
Oh.
Yeah, he lost in like the first round or the second round.
His first ever loss in the UFC. Wait, is he okay? Like, do we have any updates on his injury?
I think it's less bad than we thought it would be. I think the X-rays came back negative is the last thing I heard about it. So that's good. But oh my gosh, Stipe versus Cormier 3.
Terrible.
What?
Cormier's belly jiggles when he gets punched.
Jeremy, everybody said that was the most amazing fight, and all you say is terrible and
his belly jiggles when he gets punched. It's really funny.
It was still a great fight.
Dude, he's so out of shape. How does he do that?
He's not out of shape. He's just big.
How does someone's belly look that big and still be able to move like he does? I don't get it. He also he tore cornea.
Yeah, because the Stugatz was very strong and Stipe.
Stipe.
Do
He
you
was
remember
getting him back because he got poked in the eye last time.
Stipe warned the referee before the fight to watch out for eye pokes, and then he pokes Cormier in the eye. The Stugatz, and it drastically changed the fight. The Stugatz is super strong in him.
Cormier was not happy with the decision, by the way. Oh, I hate when it gets to a decision. Just fight to the death.
Stipe won.
Yeah, I
Do
know.
you think they should just keep fighting until somebody gets knocked out?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
I mean, there's a reason why it's only 25 minutes.
And they
Jeremy.
stopped Sean's fight way too early, by the way. He was still defending himself.
He was on the ground.
Yeah, he was still going like this. He got punched twice. Third time, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm a firm believer.
By the way, Greg Hardy's coming back into the octagon.
Get him on the show.
What?
Get him on the show.
No.
What?
Beats women, allegedly.
Oh, no.
Anybody else watch the fights?
Unfortunately, no. I saw pictures of Cormier's eye though, and it looks pretty terrible.
I definitely bought it.
on it.
I definitely bought it. It was a big purchase for me.
Yeah, huge. $69.99. Nice.
Yeah, $70. Nice. All right, NBA
Bub date.
update.
I have a bub date.
What about like the games?
I have a bub date for you guys.
Let me start by saying the Saturday game was pretty good, I would say. And Portland Trailblazers deserve to be in the playoffs. Did the Phoenix Suns deserve to be in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Maybe, but we all know it's Lakers in 5 against the Blazers.
Bub date. Ready?
Yeah.
What exactly is it like inside the bubble in Orlando? Well, SWX's Jeremy Schnell spoke with a former Carroll basketball coach who's there right now and brings us this interesting story.
You have to watch the whole thing.
After 2 seasons, Jack Mizell was an assistant coach for the Carroll College men's basketball team. Over the years, Mizell has helped out with different USA basketball programs as well. At the beginning of the pandemic, Mizell was looking for a new opportunity.
I was trying to, connect with some people, and I called my guy at USA, and he mentioned that the NBA was probably going to be needing some people to help for the restart. And then, they announced the NBA was going to be restarting at the end of July here in Orlando. And then he reached out to me and, put in my name. And next thing I know, I was getting calls and some emails and turning in my application. And then I ended up here.
97 degrees in Great Falls, by the way.
Mizell has a very unique job and gets to do a variety of different things to help.
Helping set up the players' lockers with gear and their shoes and, kind of everything else they need. And then about 2 hours to the game, players start coming onto the court with coaches. And I'll be assigned to a hoop, and it'll be me and an assistant coach and players shooting. And so I'll be rebounding and helping out with whatever the coaches need.
When asked who he has been the most starstruck by, Mizell did not hesitate with his answer.
LeBron for sure. I got to work hands-on with him, so that was a pretty cool, unique experience. He's a great guy, and it's cool to see a lot of these players in this type of setting, because I think this is the first time they've had a lot of this amount of privacy, and they're kind of just walking. I see him. I'm walking to go get breakfast, and I'll see like half the Lakers team going to walk into their practice or whatever, and they know that we're not really going to bother them, and everybody's here to work and do their jobs.
Make sure to watch out for Mizell on the sidelines during the NBA playoffs.
That's my bub date.
That was so unnecessary.
Watch the whole package. Thank you.
Listen, good package. Good package.
Yeah, it's one of your best, honestly. That's real worthy. You should probably slide that other one that you had out. And
I need to fix my audio.
I will say the tag was kind of make sure to watch out for him. Well, he's an off-court guy, so you
got to look on the side. You got to be.
It's kind of hard to see on the side based on these camera.
Yeah, I think I agree with Matt here.
It's really bad. I think it's
out for him.
It's not bad. I'm just saying.
That's terrible. Isn't that right, Chris? It's awful.
No.
I enjoyed the package actually because I'd never
No, I'm just talking about the tag out. The tag out's terrible. It's one of the worst I've ever seen or heard.
No. It's not terrible. I'm just saying.
Good. The package is good.
The package is good.
Yeah.
The tag is
I gotta redo the VO for it though.
I thought the VO looked pretty good.
It's a little grainy.
Where did you get the Lakers video from, by the way? Was that from News Source or?
Yeah.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Why did they let Pitbull do that? 2014 or 2013?
Go down. All right.
I saw that on Twitter today, and I honestly was not as big on it as a lot of people were. People were saying they've watched it like 20 times in a row. I was like,
my childhood.
I don't know. I did not really enjoy the Pitbull music.
I thought the best.
You were like in college when that song. You were in like your junior in high school when that was played. Like what?
2013. I was a
2014, Jeremy. It's 2014.
That was 2013.
No, it was 2014. It was 2013-14. I just saw it says Pitbull Playoffs 2014 on YouTube. See, you know what? This is my least favorite thing that Jeremy does. I literally have the facts pulled up, and he tries to say that what I'm saying is wrong when I literally have it right there. He's like, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I thought the most hyped song that ESPN's done over the past few years was The Roots. If you're a champion, show me you're a champion. The year the Cavs won the finals against.
I like anything involving Clemson and Imagine Dragons.
Oh. Donovan Mitchell.
Now just change it to Wisconsin and Imagine Dragons, and you got Max.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Do you like anything that involves Imagine Dragons and Clemson football? Also put on the poll. Does Imagine Dragons and Wisconsin equal Max? And tag him, please.
I know it doesn't totally count as a song, but my favorite NBA song, it's more of an instrumental, was the Jingle Bells commercial where they all shoot them in the baskets. You cannot tell me that's not a classic commercial.
LeBron dunk at the end of it.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do Mount Rushmore of this is Sports Center commercials. We have to do that. We also need to do a Mount Rushmore of like intro songs to sporting events.
Yeah, theme songs. Yeah, and if Round Ball Rock is not on everyone's, it's going to be upsetting.
Hockey Night in Canada wins for me.
Which Hockey Night in Canada? The
dun, 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 dun,
we'll do this another night. We'll talk about the fact that the Nets suck.
No, but we can talk about the fact that the Sixers lost.
Well, yeah, I expect them to lose the series or win the series. I'm undetermined. All I know is I couldn't barely watch the game because I was producing a newscast at the hour. So
I think I'm very excited about the Denver Nuggets. I think the Denver Nuggets with Jokic and Jamal Murray could go to the Western Conference Finals. And if they get lucky, I think they could go to the NBA Finals. They're that good. They're the third best team in the West.
The Joker.
They are the third best team in the West by standings. So you're right on that.
See, if you see my NBA Finals, chance rankings that I did today of who has the best chance of getting to the Western Conference, to the NBA Finals from the Western Conference, I've gone all chalk here. I've gone Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. See, because you know what? I just go with, I go with the crowd, don't I, guys? I always pick.
Sanchez has 38, 9, and 6. He has 9 assists with 38 points. He's great.
All right, Mallory, do you have any NBA bubble life tweets? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Well, there's the little scuffle that happened. Should we watch it?
Yeah.
I swear. Like, why would they?
Jeremy, you have it pulled up already?
No.
Okay. We'll just show it like this then.
Doncic's not happy with one of the Morris twins. I don't know which one. Then Porzingis comes in, just does a little shove and gets thrown out of the game.
Do you ever know which Morris twin it is, though?
I think that's Markeith.
It's Marcus Morris and
Dang it! I had a 50% chance.
You guys know that they have the exact same tattoos.
No, and by the way, if you watch the Clippers broadcast, they will call him Morris Senior because that's what's on his jersey.
I hate that. I hate the senior thing. Like,
why?
No, it just doesn't work.
Yes, it does.
I just don't like it. It's not like it's not a real title. Like, no one goes up and says, like, no, it's not a real title. No, I don't like it. I don't really have any other reason other than I just don't like it.
Do you like people that put the second or the third on their jersey?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Junior, the second, third, it's fine. But senior doesn't need a senior because they're just like Ken Griffey is Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. is Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Sr. is Ken Griffey Sr.
No, you don't have to
Paul
add
George
senior.
just won the game for the Clippers with a
Also,
3.
especially if your kid isn't famous yet.
You're ahead of me.
Like Dale Earnhardt, and nobody calls Dale Earnhardt Senior. It's just Dale Earnhardt. You know who that is.
And then there's Junior.
Maybe once they have a junior, then they become the senior. It's like a backwards.
The junior needs to be famous first. Like Dale Earnhardt Senior doesn't need to go by senior until junior is famous.
Junior was racing when Senior was still racing.
Yes, and he did. Some people did start calling him Senior, but
and then Senior died on the last lap of the Daytona 500.
And Matt does this. Matt did this the other day. He just brought our show down from like up here.
Put on the poll, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist ?
Yeah, he's playing for the Mavericks. Have Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Trey Burke. And Trey Burke wears number 32 for them, which looks so weird because he
has 2 points and he's like 1 for 10 shooting today. He's awful.
Who's winning, Jeremy?
The Clippers just won the game, like I said.
They're winning. They're winning.
Yeah, the Paul George just made a 3 with 40 seconds left to put them up by.
Is it just me, or is the first round of the playoffs always the most underwhelming round? Even though you have the most games, it's always the most underwhelming round because the
first 2 rounds are underwhelming.
I'd say the second round's a little more exciting.
I feel like we're just on a Zoom call talking now.
We are on a Zoom call talking.
Isn't this supposed to be a show, Jesse?
All right. Next up, we have our St. Mary's High School sports update with Chris Fahrendorf. This is why I wanted him to come on because we love St. Mary's High School football. I don't know the nickname of the school, but they are a Catholic school and
Fighting Saints,
the Knights.
Yeah, see the Knights. That makes sense. And their colors are green, right? Green and white.
Yep, you're correct.
Catholic schools like green, and
I was thinking that they'd be like St. Mary's College.
The Gales.
This is St. Mary's High School. Chris has some wild hot takes about them, as well as he's also their hashtag insider. He is the Woj of St. Mary's High School athletics.
That is actually true. On November 4th, I was the first person to break the news that we had fired our previous football coach, which I was actually very happy about because I tweeted about it. He, over his 4 years, he compiled a 14-27 record.
Yeah, not good. Gotta fire him.
Including he had the worst season is St. Mary's 100 years of being open, the worst season ever recorded out of 1-9 season. Jesse, what do you think about that?
I interviewed him. Seemed okay.
Either way, my hot takes come with basketball. Personally, I think they're going to be the number 1 team in Arizona this year.
Wow.
I could just be a little bit biased. I'm really talking to no one right here because you guys don't know anything.
I know so much, dude. Let me tell you,
Jesse knows a lot about Helena High football. Jesse, who's your favorite player on the Helena High football team?
Helena High football, Forrest Suero. He is an all-out stud. He's a better baseball player than he is a football player. He should probably focus on baseball, but small.
No, he's a good defensive lineman, dude.
For your team. So play football, play basketball. I don't care. Do it all. You know what? He's Helena's small. He can probably play 5 varsity sports. Why not?
Let me just give you real quick, Jesse, my two main things. Okay, here we go. Is number 1 on this year's team? They'll only have 2 seniors, okay? So they're straight loaded for the future.
Wow.
Everyone is coming back from last year, including they're adding, you ready for this? The 2 guys named Seydou Tambura and Fune Ducore. Freshman, sophomore, 6'7", 6'8" forwards from somewhere in Africa. I cannot remember. But they're huge, and they're going to be legit this year.
Wow.
I already finished my first White Claw, guys.
You gonna go for round 2?
Probably should eat some food first.
Yeah, we don't really need 2 White Claws, no food, Jeremy Schnell on the show. But yeah, Chris,
Not 1 White Claw, no food.
Anything else? Do you want
already
to talk
on the edge.
The only other thing is they have Tate Cherry's brother on the team, so that's a fun little ad.
So I'm gonna
How did Tate Cherry's brother get to Arizona?
They moved here once Tay got on the ASU team.
Okay.
Hey Cherry, so far horrible bust.
Crybaby.
Terrible basketball player, really bad.
Crybaby.
Chris, you were at the game that he was just awful against U of A, and they finally took him out.
Tate Cherry is my favorite player on ASU's team.
Are you serious?
Every time he lets a 3, he gets so high. He's throwing up every single sign.
Yeah, 29% 3-point percentage.
I just think it's hilarious. He celebrates every single shot he makes.
Dude, ASU's gonna go 26-7. They could go 30-4, but those 4 losses are gonna be Kamani and Tay's fault. If
Kamani's not gonna play. I swear. I promise you, Kamani will.
Kamani's projected as the starting small forward.
He's gonna transfer, 100%.
Why?
He's a senior.
He's terrible.
Sometimes he's been good. He's a good non-conference player.
He can't shoot. He has the yips like Trey Holder and Shannon Evans got.
Trey Holder shot like 38% from 3 his senior year.
Like they got the yips at one point and like just stopped scoring. Remember that, Matt?
He's always had the yips.
He'll be a nice veteran guy, though. I mean, on the team, considering all the young guys we've got coming in.
I just wish Romello White hadn't left.
Agreed. We have like no post presence.
Marcus Bagley is going to be pretty good.
When are they even going to play?
Marcus Bagley be better than his brother? We'll talk about that coming up next.
Isn't he a guard?
Serious show.
Isn't he a guard?
Marcus Bagley?
Yeah, isn't he like 6'?
I think he's like 6'9".
I believe he's like 6'8", 6'9".
Wait, when is the basketball team even going to like get to practice?
They'll get to practice this fall. Yeah, Josh Christopher showed up. I think with him and his brother's stuff. They're moving into.
Who has more stuff, Mallory or Josh Christopher?
Put it on the poll.
The answer's Mal.
Tag.
Clippers are up by 7.
It's still on. You said they won.
It's still on. Yeah, they're up by 7.
8.3 seconds left. Quiet Riot is at the line.
So annoying.
Do we want to talk baseball? I have a fact of the day.
We can go to we're gonna go to baseball after. What are we doing? Chris has to hop off at 8:55 because he is a CA and he is on duty.
Oh gosh.
You said duty.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right, I'm gonna start because I feel like it. My what are we doing is Carroll College, the school that Jeremy covers up there in Helena. They're the Fighting Saints, which is an oxymoron. Like, if you were a fighter during your life, the likelihood of you being sainted is not going to be possible. I mean, I know Matt went to Catholic school. And, I'm Catholic. Chris Catholic as well. I think we can all agree here that Fighting Saints doesn't work.
All right, I'll go.
Wait, I have another one. They didn't even get a chance to respond. They didn't even get a chance to respond.
Next.
No.
I mean,
that's a decent point. Go ahead. What's your other one?
My other one is radio shows taking calls that aren't like silly calls. We don't need to hear Joe Schmo's opinion on the Arizona Cardinals.
I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah. Just hang up the phone and listen. We tune in for the personalities, not for Joe Schmo's opinion on sports, because we can go to a tailgate and hear that guy's opinion. So no, radio shows don't take any more sports radio shows don't take callers unless it's for fake Sean Connery.
Okay, well, I have a similar what are we doing, if you don't mind. It's actually not my what are we doing, but my uncle's what are we doing, which, I kind of agree with him. He posted on Facebook
Wait, did you listen to
earlier.
the show?
What's that? No. He posted this on Facebook earlier. He goes, I think there is no reason for sports talk radio to talk about gambling. I don't bet on the games, and I'm sure there are plenty like me, and I don't need to know about the spreads, the odds, the parlays, or anything else. Just want to hear about my team. I agree with him. Like sports talk radio, what are you doing? Like you're literally talking about gambling.
Half of Cronkite would be enraged with this take.
Why? Why?
Because half of Cronkite, I'm not going to name names, but are
Half of
degenerate
Cronkite is
gamblers.
they're only in the sports industry because of sports gambling.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, dude, there's
But you know what you should do is make sports gambling radio. Have your traditional sports radio and have your sports gambling radio. And that's what they do in Philly. There's a sports gambling radio station now.
There's
On
a
top of
sports gambling station.
Yep, it's called The Gambler. Fox Sports The Gambler.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Is it the most Philly thing ever that there is a radio station dedicated to sports gambling?
Is sports gambling legal in Pennsylvania? Okay.
And Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been one for sports gambling. I think it is I don't know. I like sports for sports, not just because I could potentially.
I mean, there are sports betting shows now. Also, if you try to watch it on ESPN News, you're bombarded with lines and odds.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you want a bet channel, make a bet channel ESPN. But I'm tuning into Levitard, even though there's no video feed right now. Like I don't want to be stuck on the futures odds for Conference USA football. I'm sorry.
I really don't care. But people love that Hawaii chaser.
Oh gosh.
You lose all your money,
stay up a little late
during the day, and then you get the chance to gain it all back with Hawaii and San Diego State at 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Live from Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, former home of the Pro Bowl.
Also, another what are we doing about gambling is some guy that I know who went to Cronkite. I'm not going to name a name, but he posts on his Instagram story that you can make $15,000 a month sports betting. This guy is dropping 1,000 on money lines for baseball games and how many runs will be scored by the fifth inning of random baseball games.
To bet your money on right now.
Yeah.
Baseball is the worst thing to bet your money on right now because literally the Reds could postpone their game like 2 hours before it starts after you've already laid down that bet. Like, it's not a good idea.
All right. All right. Who's the next what are we doing? I'm done with my what are we doing.
Chris.
Let me go real quick because I'm going to have to hop off. But let me preface my what are we doing by letting y'all know that, yeah, as Jesse said, I'm a CA. So for the past 2 weeks, I eat what the dining hall cooks, okay? I don't have a choice. They make one meal only. So this is what I opened my container to last Thursday. And let me tell you guys, I was not very pleased to find this. You guys got to tell me what this is, okay?
That's a roll.
Beef potatoes in a roll. Beef potatoes, veggies in a roll. Frozen.
You have to look at the different, okay, one, how filling does this look to you?
What are the two, are those tater tot? Are those potato,
the one on the top here looks like a tater tot, but the one on the bottom looks more like
a potato.
Yeah, just like a potato. So I feel like, but the problem here is the corn for me because it's not really white. It's not really yellow. It's kind of like translucent or green.
I mean, you just take a look at this.
They're there.
Do you guys think this is seriously something they should be feeding, people that are going to be taking care of all the residents, all the housing issues, everything, and this is what they...
Nah, that looks like the coronavirus.
That piece of bread looks like it's frozen.
Look at that. Look at the stain on the bread.
That doesn't look like bread to me.
No, I feel like when you bite into that thing, your teeth don't sink into it. It's just you got to do some tearing action.
And before the show, Matt was saying that he actually doesn't think the meat looks that bad.
No, that's the part that looks the best. It's the roll and the in the
Translucent
vegetables ever.
corn.
It looks like dog food. Let's be honest. Here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but all we're talking about it in perspective with the roll and the corn.
I would rather eat dog food than what they have on that plate right there.
And like I wasn't sure like
I'm
did
holding
some-
you to that one, Jeremy, by the way. You're eating dog food on the show next week.
No.
I wasn't sure if some of the corn spilled over into the meat or like did they just go double corn on me and scoop a scoop in there too? Like I was so confused.
At least it's not
There
carrot
is some
pizza.
bits
They
and
give you guys that. Like that is one of their specialties. Carrot and zucchini pizza.
There are some pieces of corn that are yellow. I will give them that. There are a couple pieces of corn that are yellow.
One of my CA friends was telling me the other day. Oh wait, no, it was you, Jesse. Tell us about the pizza that you got, Taylor Place Dining Hall that you thought was something and it turned out to be something else.
So I go over there and I either feel like it's like taco pizza, if you've ever had that, that's pretty good, or it's like buffalo chicken or something. The potatoes look like chicken.
Buffalo chicken or taco pizza, you know, they both look the same to Jeremy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really remember. There was some sort of cheddar cheese, but I don't know. I thought it might have been like some cheese blend that they'd put on. When I go over there, I grab it. It looks like it has a white sauce to it. I take a bite, and the sauce is sour cream. It's baked potato pizza. It is the worst thing I've ever had. I took 2 more bites, and I threw it away. It was terrible. I hate wasting
Why did you take
food.
2 more bites?
I was like,
let me give it 2 more tries real quick.
I don't like wasting food. I don't think it's right because there's those less fortunate that don't have the food that would appreciate baked potato pizza. I think maybe I don't know. I think that I don't think any that works ever. It just doesn't. Like maybe it's just the like when you get a baked potato, you put a little bit of sour cream on top. But like when it's the sauce base for a pizza, like sour cream just doesn't taste very good. Like on its own plain, and like you know how on a topped pizza, like you don't necessarily have every bite doesn't necessarily include toppings. Some bites are just cheese. When it's just crust, cheese, and sour cream, it's one of the worst things you've ever tasted in your life. Mallory, what are we doing?
I think my what are we doing is
Come on,
going
it's got to be me, right?
Yeah. I think it's
What
gotta
are
be
you doing, Jesse?
I think it's gotta be Jesse's driving.
My driving was great this weekend. I don't know what she's
He
doing.
is one of the worst drivers I've ever been
Give
in
us
a
an
car.
example.
Okay. He
Yeah.
honks. He honks at least once a car ride.
What's
this
wrong with that? It's
person-
Arizona.
This person nicely is like, this is Jesse's car. This person's merging like up here with their turn signal on and everything.
The signal was very faint.
Okay, but it was on. And they did not cut you off or anything. There was plenty of room. You just
I think Jesse's sight has a lot to do with it.
My sight is fine. It was okay. So here's the lights like this on the back of the car. The bottom one was blinking just a little bit like this. And I barely saw it. I saw it like at the last second after I already honked. I'm
Also-
a fine driver.
Also, you
Never
almost
got-
went the
I've
wrong
never
way.
gotten in a wreck on the road that has been my fault. Yes, I backed into someone at a bank, but that's just because I forgot to look at my when I realized that I didn't have time to sit in the bank line. I
How
forgot.
come your car doesn't beep at you?
What?
Your car doesn't beep at you?
This was my old car. Like this was a 2012 car. This was before we got rid of it. It had a bike rack on the back. So luckily I didn't slam the car into the other car. But all the other wrecks have been the other person's fault. I've only gotten in 2 though. Actually 3 technically. 2 parking lot accidents and 1 accident on the 10 heading toward Glendale. But that was that other person's fault. They rear-ended me. But I don't see the problem with my
But
driving.
did they rear-end you because you stopped short though?
My driving is no, it's not because I stopped short. It's because
Because you also kind of like.
I'm a fine driver. Don't listen to Mallory. Mallory,
Also, wait, you started to go the wrong way in a one-way, and I was like, Jesse, that's a one-way street.
okay.
Sounds like
well,
he fixed himself.
What'd you say?
So it sounds like he fixed it.
Yeah, I see Chris on my side. Chris knows how good.
Everybody goes the wrong way on a one-way by accident.
Look, Mallory, did you die? No, you're still here.
You're alive. You're fine.
Everybody's taking my side. This
I
new
need
thing
another
where
female
everybody
on the
takes my
show.
side. Let's keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Jeremy,
No
what
day
are we doing?
Okay, so anything else for this segment?
Yeah, I have to do mine.
Okay.
All right, it's Mallory for having $40 shampoo and conditioner.
What about the $400 haircut?
I don't want to talk about that.
I said it was between
on.
400 and 600. Might be more. Maybe.
You should have just said it was between 100 and 600. It's much better that way.
But it's not just the haircut. It's the color. It's the treatment. It's the tone. Like it's everything.
It's the conversation.
A barbershop and 2-in-1. Am I right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Girls don't go to barber shops.
Especially
I don't see
these
the
girls.
problem. Like, what are gender norms are gone. Just go to a barbershop. It's fine. It's 2020. What's going on? Like, I don't have the problem.
Jesse, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Girls, like, they'll go to these salons, spend so much money on their hair, and then they don't take care of it. Like, they don't wash their hair every day. What's the point?
You gotta wash your hair every day. With 2-in-1.
If 2 + 2 is 4 and 5 + 5 is 10, then what is this?
All right. Have a nice night, Chris.
Thank
Have
you so
fun
much
being
for
a CA on duty.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on. It's
Duty.
fun time.
See you next time.
Duty.
And now we get
Jeremy, do we debut your segment today or do we move on?
Let's do it.
All right. So
On the brink or off the brink?
all right. When Jeremy says on the brink, we have to all three in unison yell on the brink. When he says off the brink, we all have to yell off the brink.
So
Jesse, Major League Baseball is on the brink.
On the brink.
It is on the brink of being canceled. You know why? Because the Cincinnati Reds have COVID. They said that there haven't been anybody that's testing positive, but don't forget that these Cardinals people, they started testing positive weeks after they got exposed. So I'm saying that baseball is
On the brink.
ready for off the brink.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
The Clippers are off the brink.
Off the brink.
Off the brink.
They are off the brink of being eliminated because they won by 8 today, guys.
Game one.
It was game one. They can't be on the brink or off the brink. It's game
I
one.
was saying that the Clippers are the worst team in the bubble, and I am here to continue to tell you that they are no longer the worst team in the bubble. Therefore, they are off the
brink.
Sure, I got one for you. The Columbus Blue Jackets, Arizona Coyotes, and Carolina Hurricanes are all
On the
and the Washington Capitals
brink.
as well as the Chicago Blackhawks too.
and the Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
And the St. Louis Blues, right?
Well, no, they're down 2-1, but they're winning 2-1 in the game right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Back on the brink.
The Miami Heat are on
Here.
the
Boo.
brink.
No, they haven't played the damn game yet.
Donovan Mitchell's
You
re-signing.
don't even know what I'm going to say
Aw.
about it. You don't even know. You heard what I'm going to say.
I don't
The
know.
Miami Heat are on the brink. Why, Jesse?
We like them on the brink. Why?
What are they on the brink of? They're on the brink of signing Oladipo, on the brink of signing Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's muted.
Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, Matt, how's it going, buddy?
JJ Redick.
Can we talk baseball? Because I have a fact of the day.
No,
for
I have a movies segment. Baseball is our second to last segment on the show.
What's the last segment?
Wait, I have one more.
Like
My
segment.
NASCAR take.
Leo
I've
Messi.
looked like segment
Messi.
2. That'll be the last one.
Oh, yeah,
Messi.
we got that too. My bad.
Jesse, I have one more. Leo
up?
Messi is on the brink,
brink.
as he is every year, of leaving Barcelona. He's always on the brink of leaving Barcelona.
They
He'll
fired
be
their
there
coach.
next year.
Man City.
I
Apparently.
like the fact that it's a German team and a French team and a German team and a French team in Champions League semis.
I think
but-
Messi
but
should.
the
You know what? I
French
think
league-
Messi
the
should go to
French league.
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, I feel like all the big stars. He should go team up with Neymar. Didn't they used to play together?
Mbappe or whatever his name.
Mbappe
Think about that. Mbappe, Messi, Neymar. They would win 3 straight Champions League titles.
Isn't Ronaldo still on PSG, or is he?
No, he's never been on PSG.
Oh crap! Who's on PSG?
Ibrahimovic was on PSG, but now he's on AC Milan.
Mallory, you're still muted. I can't unmute you.
All right, what's the next segment?
Next segment is movies with me.
No.
Let's play the intro.
The intro is not downloaded. So movies with Jesse, or Morrison, whatever you want to say. So I watched this Boys State documentary. Obviously, I went to Boys State. It was just a very interesting look inside of the American political system, because if you don't know, Boys State is like a mock state government that, well, there's Boys State and Girls State that, rising seniors go to, and it really just brings out the politician in every kid. And so
I'm confused. What is it exactly?
It's like a mock government. Like you run for fake office, and there's like a big election for governor at the end. And I have some notes on it. Let me see if I can find it. No, it does not look. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So here's some of the stuff that was very funny in this. So they voted. So you can propose bills too, like fake bills. One was a vote to ban pineapple pizza and cargo shorts. This was Texas Boys State. So one kid said that W was too hard to say. So he said that they need to change the official pronunciation of W in Texas schools to W. And then some students wanted to secede. And then there was the Lone Star Defense Platform. And I forget what that was. But there was the Lone Star Defense Platform. And there was they tried to impeach their.
Nobody fought for Megakota instead of North and South Dakota.
No, it's just Texas. This was on Texas Boys State.
What about? I need a Megakota.
Megakota.
That's what they're gonna call it if they were to merge. It would be called Megakota.
Well, they could just call it Dakota.
No, they'd call it Megakota. That's the petition. The petition is Megakota.
Yes, but there was a very tightly contested race. It's very interesting because the one kid running was a staunch conservative, and the other kid running was a staunch, or was at least a moderate liberal. And so it was just very interesting to see the kids and how they just morph into just insanely crazy, lying politicians overnight. They get there and they're just, high school kids, and then they become lying politicians overnight. One kid, totally changed his stance on what he actually believes. And in the interview, he was like, yeah, I believe this, but, I said this because I could read my audience and I just wanted to win.
That sounds like real politics.
Yeah, so yeah. But Mallory's got some serious Big Brother updates.
I do?
Yeah.
What did I last talk about? Okay, I think I last talked about Big Brother.
I'm gonna go get some
eviction. So the eviction happened. Jeremy, you're muted, so if you want to chip in on some of this Big Brother stuff, you can unmute yourself. Jeremy, hello. Jeremy, hello.
What did I do?
We're talking Big Brother.
Oh, I missed yesterday's episode. Who did you put up?
Well, we haven't talked about who got evicted Thursday. In a unanimous vote, Keisha was the first one evicted from.
Oh my God, Keisha, she did.
Keisha, she did. And then Memphis won the head of household, so it's basically another HOH week for Cody. And so then Memphis put up David and Nicole A for eviction. Memphis obviously has something against David because he also chose David to be a have-not There's a new twist this season that the previous have-nots have to choose the next have-nots. So if you're on someone's bad side, you're going to be a have-not for the week. That's what was on yesterday's episode. And Memphis's strategy as HOH was to get everyone to waste their safety suite passes this week so that next week when he's not safe, he can have a easier chance of winning. So
who did you put up?
I said, you missed it. Nicole and David.
Nicole A. and David. What? Poor David.
EB 22.
He said you're at the big kids table now. You have to prove yourself.
Memphis is mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if your name is Memphis, you're gonna be a little mean. I don't know why. Like,
aren't people calling him Nashville?
like
Stan Twitter is calling him Nashville.
They're also.
They also call Christmas Thanksgiving and lighted tree.
Can we call him? We can call him we could call him Chattanooga. We could call him Knoxville. Any other Tennessean city.
Yeah.
Can we call him Neyland Stadium? Wow.
Yeah, so that's a Big Brother update. Do we know who the feeds? What have the feeds been saying lately?
So spoiler alert, the veto competition and veto ceremony have already happened. Memphis won the power of veto, and the nominations have stayed the same. So either Nicole A. or David will be leaving the Big Brother house on Thursday.
I'm thinking they're gonna take out Nicole A.
That's what it's looking like.
Poor Nicole. She's been up like all night. She gives me so much anxiety, dude.
You already
Like
said that.
it's just ridiculous. Like I don't know why she makes me so anxious.
What is Jesse doing?
He's playing golf. Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right, Jesse. What's next?
Baseball, my favorite.
All right, I'm leaving now.
What?
There's nothing else for me to talk about.
All right, bye, Mallory.
Bye.
We got baseball, so I don't really know what to talk about with baseball, other than the fact that Jeremy's Marlins are reeling, my Orioles are reeling, Matt's Phillies are terrible.
No, they beat the Mets, so
I mean,
The Marlins lost to the Mets. They lost to the Mets today, 11-4.
yeah, that just shows that the yeah we literally did a tennis sweep of the Mets 6-5, 6-2, 6-2, and we have the Phillies have the Red Sox tomorrow on Wednesday, and the Red Sox are not looking good. So
The Marlins just need their COVID players to get back already, because like
Jesse hit me with the fact of the day sound.
hopefully this one's loaded.
yeah. But anyway, the Marlins just need to get their COVID players back. It's really showing that they have no depth right now. Did that give you enough time to stall, Jesse? Like, I thought I gave you enough.
Fact of the day. We want it now. The fact of the day.
I could really salvage all of this with just like, cleaning up the folder and like removing sounds that we don't use ever anymore, or that were just one show sounds like this one.
Like swag like Cliff for Cliff Kingsbury when he got hired.
Yeah, well, I think we used it again like after the draft, like during the draft time, because I mean, did you see that house?
I don't remember us using it, but anyway, fact of the day is Luis Garcia is a second baseman for the Washington Nationals, who was born in May of 2000. Tonight, he became the first player in Major League history born in the year 2000 or later to hit a home run.
What?
Wow.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's true. He's
There's
20.
somebody else that was born in 2000. Vlad Jr. is born in 99.
Yeah, no. This is from Major League Baseball's verified Twitter. That Luis Garcia is the first 2000-born player to hit a home run.
I did that thing that Jeremy does, where I doubted a fact that Matt definitely looked up and researched.
Yes, because it's the fact of the day.
I mean, yeah, but it's fact.
It's
We pride
fact.
ourselves on journalistic integrity here, Jeremy, don't we?
It's not fact. It is not. No, it is fact The next segment will be
fat. Is it a fat?
Go to the bathroom.
Not a fat.
okay.
But the Angels were my World Series pick, and they're terrible.
What the hell?
The D-backs are
What are
bad.
you doing?
No, the D-backs, they're back. They're going to the World Series. Have you seen how they're playing recently? They win every
I
night.
picked up David Peralta on my fantasy team.
David Peralta.
Don't get me started.
D-backs.
Oh, don't.
David Peralta.
I've got so many Chuck Drago impersonations. I'm not doing it.
There's various levels to Chuck Drago. There's Oceanside Arena Chuck Drago, which is and then there's
Muni Chuck Drago.
There's Muni Chuck Drago, which is David Peralta.
No. Drew Swift.
And then there is David Peralta. Like the worse the acoustics, the less likely you are.
Archie Bradley.
It's
who's the shortstop?
Nick. Oh man.
No,
He said you can hear what he says at Chase Field, but it's really bad when you go to Oceanside or
it's Nick. Ahmed.
I only hear him in music because I would sit in
Ahmed.
part of the press box.
Ahmed.
Anyway,
any other baseball?
It's in a weird place right now, so it's.
My video is posting to Twitter right now.
Who?
My video for the bub date.
Nice.
Is this a podcast or is this just friends that talk every night?
This is literally what it is. I was saying that earlier.
Okay.
Padres, Tatis, another 11th homer of the season. Are you kidding me? That guy's so good.
Yeah,
Juan Soto should win MVP. Oh,
Tatis already has 11 homers, dude.
Juan Soto has 7 home runs in 12 games. Juan Soto is better than Tatis, better than Acuna, better than any of these guys, better than Ozzy Albies.
I agree.
Ozzy Albies playing well this season?
Juan Soto's better than Bryce Harper, honestly.
Juan Soto might be the best player in baseball.
Agreed. And he won a World Series already. And
yes. His legacy is like Chipper Jones's legacy. It's already
not
year 2.
Yeah. It's not even one of those things where like you see it coming where you were like, oh, win your championships now because Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to win all of them in the next 10 years. No, Soto just came out of nowhere is going to win all the championships.
I don't know. The Nats are pretty bad this year, but but Juan Soto's really good.
Second baseman that just hit his first home run tonight.
Juan Soto's going to be one of the best Yankees or Los Angeles Angels of all time.
Or Dodgers.
Yeah, because for some reason the Angels continue to sign really good free agents that end up sucking and then just don't do anything. It's just Mike Trout and everyone else.
Out at some point.
I think Albert Pujols is like the second best player on that team this year. Like numbers wise. We're going to look at Albert Pujols' stats. He might be hitting over 300. Nope, he's hitting 186. Never mind. I thought he was good.
Does he walk to the bathroom?
No,
I'm not leaving yet. I don't want.
No. We're not at a point of leaving. We have to talk about NASCAR at the road course at Daytona and then looks likes.
Okay.
So let's go NASCAR first because
here's my opinion on NASCAR at the road course at Daytona.
Yeah.
Road courses are great. Road courses are cool when they, Charlotte's a great track, but you don't need it twice in a year. So when they put in the Roval, that was cool. These other road courses that might cancel off a race at, one of these tracks like Pocono or something. Those are cool. Yeah, like Watkins Glen. Or
this was supposed to be Watkins Glen weekend.
Yeah, like Road America would be great. Like that's a great track. But it wasn't the best road course I've ever watched before. I thought it would be, but you don't take away Daytona's so fast. It's such a great oval. You don't need to make it a road course. I thought the race was relatively boring yesterday. I had trouble paying attention to it.
Once they got that restart, Elliott and Hamlin just led the pack, and
it wasn't that close road course racing that I love.
What I did not like was the fact that they were still going 60 miles an hour, however slow they were going on the actual road on the oval part.
Yeah, that's what.
Oval, you speed, you slow down going on the road course, but no, they kept the same speed, which I guess is smart, but it was just eerie to watch.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I don't know.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Tricky triangle.
Doubleheader at Dover this weekend, by the way.
Excited for that, but I probably won't watch because NBA Finals.
NBA
I'm
Finals.
going to the Phoenix race.
If
Jesse, you need to stay in your house. It's really bothering me.
No, I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to socially distance. It's going to be fine. I don't see the problem with it.
I just don't want to have to hear I have COVID for like 2 weeks straight. Like, I don't want to have to hear it. Like,
I'll be fine.
You're gonna complain. You're gonna be like, I think I have COVID. Like the whole, like every time you go out and get groceries or something, it's I have COVID. Like the next 3 days.
No, I'll be fine.
No, you're gonna complain to me. You're gonna say I have COVID.
I'm going alone. There's no one else. I have to get in the last row with at least 3 seats between me and another person.
I'll
3 seats? That's definitely not enough.
That's like 9 feet.
It's true.
I don't like it. My video's not posting because I'm on Zoom with you guys.
Okay.
Is it looks like time?
DNC looks like, yeah.
All right.
It's a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
So let me preface this segment. So obviously the next 2 weeks are the 2 biggest weeks of the year before the debates start. These are these national conventions that these 2 big parties, Democrats and Republicans, are throwing in some virtual format. The Democrats have been doing a good job tonight. Eva Longoria was the host, technically.
Eva Longoria Parker.
No, Eva Longoria something else was what she was referred to as on CNN because they divorced, unfortunately. So,
yeah, he cheated on her apparently.
Yeah, so
NBA player.
Yeah, so here's the thing is that, political talk is what it sounds like. It's literally, one side barking about the other side and vice versa. And that's what these conventions are. I'm watching these conventions, just to hear the variety of voices that are coming on. But, one thing that, we don't do is kind of make fun of it all because it really is a circus. 2 sides are throwing circuses and we have characters.
Elephants and donkeys, how about that?
Yeah, elephants and donkeys. So, okay, desktop 1, okay.
Blue and red.
PowerPoint. All right, so we're gonna do the looks like game on this.
Swing state.
So let me do the slideshow.
Chad.
So this is the. So I've decided to come up with
Electoral College.
Okay, Jesse, you can stop. So my appearances the next 2 weeks will be on Monday and Thursday. And I will be bringing you these looks likes at the start and the end of these conventions. So let me start off by saying who I am not giving looks like to in these next 2 weeks. The current sitting president, the current sitting vice president, anyone in their families, the previous president, the previous first lady, and of course the Democratic nominee for president, the vice presidential nominee, and anyone in their families. So no, I will not be saying that Mike Pence looks like he should be wearing a white suit and talking about baptism. That is off.
You're gonna go with fried chicken.
What's that?
A white suit and talking about fried chicken.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna call Mike Pence a Southern gentleman.
No, I thought you were gonna just call him Colonel Sanders.
I don't know why I thought of that, and there is a fried chicken reference in one of these looks likes. So the first one I'm going to start off with is a guy that a lot of people know and love. Senator Bernie Sanders. He's an independent from Vermont. And does Bernie Sanders look like someone who goes into a McDonald's every morning at 6 a.m. and gets a coffee, the newspaper, and a cookie? Or, if he's in a good mood, an apple pie?
It also looks like he's from New York and not Vermont.
Yeah. Well, does he look like the grandpa who goes to all his grandchildren's events, not only because he loves them, but because he wants to avoid doing arts and crafts at the senior center? Also, does he look like the guy who finishes his grocery shopping, walks over to the customer service desk with his cart filled with bags of groceries, he goes over there to buy lottery tickets, and he starts rattling off the numbers that he wants, and then says, "Can I leave this here? I forgot to get the milk." All right, which one was the best out of those three, would you say? The McDonald's one, the grandpa one, or the grocery shopping?
I like the McDonald's one.
Jesse?
Yeah, McDonald's one, but I also feel like it's not McDonald's. It's he's from the north. It's got to be Dunkin'.
Yeah, you're right.
It's he gets the cake donut, like the very plain like cake donut.
No, he gets Boston cream.
I don't see him as a Boston cream guy. It's gonna be
He's definitely a Boston cream guy.
Bernie Sanders. It seems like a very simple man to me.
All right, there's only one other one on this list that I have multiple for. So the next one I'm going to go to is, does New York Governor Andrew Cuomo look like the character in The Sopranos who will gladly go to the meat shop and the Italian restaurant, but is hesitant about meeting Tony and the gang at the Bada Bing because if he was caught there, his wife would kill him?
Is the Bada Bing an establishment that I think it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, does Andrew Cuomo look like the guy who stops by the cigar shop, picks up a cigar, and then walks over to the tavern next door to drink a shot and a beer while smoking the cigar he just purchased?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
He just looks like he might have smoked for years. Like he doesn't like that. Just is not the most healthy look to me.
Yeah, that's not the best picture of him, but I thought it was good enough. Does Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer look like the dark-haired woman that a female Saturday Night Live host would play in a generic Office Place skit?
100%.
Yeah.
She looks like she would play herself in an SNL skit.
True. All right, 3 more.
She'd play along thinking it's so funny.
Does former Ohio Governor John Kasich look like a spokesperson for a tax loan company that runs commercials at random times during the day on every channel?
But all his ads end at 5.
Look, I had a different one. I initially said he looks like an SEC coach, but I totally think he
looks like an SEC coach is a better one.
But I thought the tax
it's a good one, but it looks like an SEC coach is 100%.
2 more. Does Senator Amy Klobuchar look like the leader of a book club that meets once a week at a public library and starts and ends right on time because she makes every minute of that meeting count?
100%. They don't talk about – this is not a book club where they just sit around and talk about the kids. This is – he wants everyone to read the book.
If you don't read the book, you are not
out of the club. Just like Andrew Luck's book club. They're reading the book.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
By the way, I heard the best Andrew Luck looks like their day. Does he look like the guy who goes to Starbucks, waits for his order to get picked up, the server comes over, and he goes, oh crap, I forget. It has something to do with
boo, Jeremy, boo.
Thanks a lot. He says with a grin on his face, thanks a latte.
All right, Matt, read the polls.
Okay, I gotta find them. By the way, Hannah Ann did not like my comment yet.
What?
Double check one more time, and she didn't. Oh, I got a message. Oh, a game that
It was 130 degrees in Death Valley today.
yesterday. Yeah.
It was 96 in Helena today.
And we
can do to stop that? Recycle and use electric cars and hybrids.
I'm going to start with the polls on Saturday. So, did you actually think the Cardinals were going to play that day on Saturday? 75% of those who voted said no.
Yeah,
I
just didn't play to play.
Do all kids yell across the house to make their parents – no, do all kids yell across the house to their parents and make their parents mad for being loud? 71% of those who voted said yes.
100%.
Toe-stomping, yes, of course, 50-50 tie.
Never happened before.
Should baseball umpires pull the string to the left, right, or facing the pitcher? 50% say right, 50% say facing the mound, 0% say left.
No, this is because in the Orioles game that I was watching, the umpire, so it was a definite strike, right? The umpire was just milking this one. He stood there for a second, then he sticks out his hand straight up at the pitcher and goes, ha! Like, he was milking it. Like, Like, you got to be like, I like this to the right, but
Right.
if you were a really cocky umpire, you go straight up facing the mound.
Well, this is what you do. If you go up and out.
Yeah.
All right. Is it Paul Bisonet or Paul missed the net? 83% of those who voted said missed the net. Would it surprise you if Kyle Busch lives in a chocolate house?
This did not get enough votes. It pissed me off.
Yeah, I know. 100% said no. Are there enough fruits and vegetables on Big Brother? 55% of a pretty good turnout said no. Do you care about
Big Brother, there was a ton of fruits and vegetables. We watched like the last 5 minutes of it at Mallory's.
Do you care about the contestants' backstories on game shows? Press Your Luck. Press Your Luck is a good game show.
I didn't really understand it.
It was a better game show, I should say, in the past. 57% of those voted said no. By the way, the Celebrity Family Feud episode that was on last night, one, it was a rerun, but two, it was completely off the wall.
Oh yeah, it was RuPaul, right?
It was RuPaul and some other show, and
RuPaul off the wall.
20 minutes was literally RuPaul and his crew just making fun of Steve Harvey.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I watched almost the whole episode. It was great.
I mean, Steve Harvey is extremely spoofable. Like SNL brings out the Steve Harvey spoof like maybe once a week. Like it's getting to a ridiculous.
The Family Feud, the SNL Family Feud's funny.
Oh, it's great.
But personally, I like Kenan Thompson as the host of Black Jeopardy.
Oh yeah,
Black Jeopardy's a great sketch, especially the one with Tom Hanks in it was the best. One of the best sketches ever in the history of SNL.
Yeah, it's great.
Should Mallory buy 2-in-1 Suave shampoo instead of Brazilian Blowout? There's 4 choices here. You have, I don't see a problem, what, yes, and no. So I'm going to rank them in order of votes. 34% of those who voted said no. 33% of those who voted said, I don't see a problem. 22% of those who voted said yes. 11% said what? So it went no, I don't see a problem, yes, what?
I don't see a problem.
Does Jokic look like the best player in the Big South or Horizon League? 83% of those who voted said yes.
And the Big Sky. I mean, like, he definitely played for Gonzaga. Like,
yeah, I mean, he
Gonzaga's in
would
the WCC.
be a really good player on a mid-major. Like, you could have put it like that, but it's more funny when you go with the conference.
Are the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets the same team?
100%.
80% of those who responded said yes.
Like, who's like Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Jokic, Gobert, like
it's all the same place. Yeah.
Can
we just merge the Nuggets and the Jazz already? Like
no.
Well, they need to change the Jazz's name because I don't think anybody in Utah listens to jazz.
Call them the Utah Mountains. All right. Is Donovan Mitchell in hot fish grease territory? Now, I don't know why there's 4 options to this. So again, I'm gonna read them in order of votes. 76% of those who voted said yes. 10% said salmon. 7% said no. 7% said cod.
I just thought about 2 different,
No. Is Mark Jones really craving seafood? 100% of those who voted said yes. Have
you ever heard that before? When he got to his 43rd point, Mark Jones goes, now Donovan Mitchell is in hot fish grease territory. And I was like, what are you talking about?
By the way, Rod Brindamore looks like Andrew Cuomo's cousin.
Who?
Rod Brindamore, the head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. Does Jeremy want Jesse to have any fun? Of course the answer is
he doesn't want to have any fun. He doesn't. I'm talking.
Jesse, why are you yawning on the show? What is this?
7:33 no to yes.
30.
Is it okay to use shampoo as body wash? 54% of those who voted said no.
What? It's just another form of soap.
All right, this one I'm not happy about. What is dividing the world more, politics or hair routines? 57% voted politics. 57% voted wrong.
Exactly.
Okay?
Tatis hit 2 homers today?
Do you like anything that involves Imagine Dragons and Clemson football? 50-50. Does Imagine Dragons and Wisconsin football equal max? 67% of those who voted said yes.
Who voted no?
It's a good question. Two people at least. Who had more stuff when moving? Josh, Christopher, or Mallory? 60% say Mallory.
Yeah.
Finally, it's the most Philly thing ever that there's a radio station dedicated to sports gambling. 100% yes.
All right, that'll do it for this. What?
Those are the polls.
Those are the polls. And that'll do it for this week's episode of the Why So Serious Show. Follow us on Twitter at the letter Y and then So Serious Show. Stay tuned tomorrow for some more amazing content. And just to let you know, there will be no show on Thursday of this week because it is the first day of ASU classes.